Very good morning and welcome all of you to this pre-market session. Let us start discussing about the next action plan for today, and let us start with the Dowmantic method. Now we are looking at Bank Nifty here. Now in Bank Nifty, as you can see here, at this point in time yesterday, very clearly it had told us to buy a put option. We would have bought a put option. Now even I have got into a put option, the 20,500 strike price put option. I bought it. Sorry, I'm 20,600 strike price put option, which I bought it at around 163 rupees premium, and currently holding on to it. I will wait until it very clearly tells me to exit the put option. But instead, if the price, let us say, if the price starts coming down, and as there is any dynamic system caution, then what I can do here is I can shift over, but I'll shift over directly to the next contract, just because tomorrow is the expiry of this contract. And then if the price starts moving up, and let us say intraday 3-speed signal gives us a buy, and even if it tells us to buy a call option, then we are supposed to check the Tenkai signal. Now while we check the Tenkai signal, if in case we find any zigzag or a edge point in Nifty at the same time, then we will avoid doing this trade. It means I will also avoid exiting my short position. I will hold on to my put option until this caution clears. So this is about the Bank Nifty for today. Now let us check what's happening in Nifty. Even in Nifty, it is the same case. In Nifty, it is a bit different here, because there's a point where it told us to buy a put option, and within the next 30 minutes, as the price reached the intra-week long signal edge point, it told us to exit the put option. So you can see here in the reason, it is very clearly written as intra-week long signal edge. So as I was telling you in the training, whenever there is a zigzag caution or a intra-week long signal edge, all that you have to do to know whether it is a edge point or not, to know whether it is a zigzag or not, you just have to come look at the reason. In the reason, it will be very clearly written there. But then anyways, in the preparation, it is telling us to get ready to buy a put option. So if the price manages to decrease below this intra-week long signal, there are chances it can ask us to buy a put option. So once it tells us to buy a put option, do have a look at the dynamic system level 2 trading method, because until now we are still holding on to the long position in Nifty. But just check, by the time intra-week long signal gives a sell, have we has the short position been initiated in dynamic system? If yes, then you don't have to check any Tenkai signal. If no, then you must check the Tenkai signal to decide whether to do this trade or not. And if the price manages to move up, and if intraday 3-speed signal gives us a buy, and then if the action tells us buy call option now, even then we will have to check the Tenkai signal, just because intraday 3 long signal is still still showing down. So for that reason, so this is about the Nifty as per the Dowmantic method. Now let us check the same Nifty and Bank Nifty as per the dynamic system level 2 trading method, for all those people who plan to do the positional trading. So here is Nifty. In this Nifty, as we know that we are still holding on to the long position, we have still not got an exit. So the exit for today once again will be range 4 or speed signal, whichever is lower. We will use that to reduce 0.5% from there. Now as you see here, range 4 is 10,214 and speed signal is also 10,214. So in this case, let us calculate 0.5%, 10,214. It is almost 51 points. So it is 10,163 once again. So if the price of Nifty trades below 10,163 today, then we can exit our long position and get into a short. But then if you get into a short at 10,163, remember, by then the price is already at a trend edge point. You can see the trend here, the speed trend. So the value of speed trend is 10,185. So when it reaches 10,185, it means it has already reached a trend edge point. So when you take a shot at the 10,163, then remember, it is at a trend edge point already. So until the day closes, use range 3 buy above as your exit point, 10,245. So let me repeat this again. If you take a short position at 10,163 today, then your exit for today will be 10,245, range 3 buy above, because the trend is already there at 10,185. So this is the case of Nifty here. But if the price manages to move up, then we will simply stick on to the long position. Let us check Bank Nifty. This is the case of Bank Nifty. In Bank Nifty, we know that we are currently holding on to the short position. We are ready to exit the short. And if the price manages to move up directly from here, then our exit will be range 1 or speed signal, whichever is highest. We have to add 0.5% to that. Now it is 21,667 range 1, which is the highest. 667, I'm sorry, 21,667. So let us add 0.5% to that. It is almost 109 points. It is 21,776. So if the price of Bank Nifty trades about 21,776, then we will exit short and get into a long trade. If not, we will hold on to the short position. But as you hold on to the short position, if the price manages to come down today, and if it reaches 20,907, so at that point it would have reached a trend edge. So then use range 3 buy above as your exit. Remember, as we are holding short, if the price of Bank Nifty reaches 20,907 today, then our exit point will be 21,140. Okay, so there's the case of Bank Nifty and Nifty as per the dynamic system level 2 trading method. Now Mr. Badresh wants to check Reliance as per dynamic system. Let me check Reliance. Give me a few seconds. I'm trying to open the chart of Reliance, the daily chart. Now, as Mr. Badresh has asked, I'm going to tell you about Reliance as per the level 2 trading method. Dynamic system level 2 trading method. So all right, so this is Reliance here. Well, interesting. Now, as you can see, Reliance, the price has very clearly reached a trend edge point at the bottom. So in this moment, if the short position was initiated, and if you have taken a short, it has reached a trend edge point. So use range 3 for exit today. So check what is the range 3 buy above value, and if the price trades above that, then you can exit it. But then if it trades below and starts coming down, then simply hold on to your short position with range 3 buy above as your exit. But if the price opens directly above range 3 value, then you can exit it right at the opening itself. So this is about Reliance as per dynamic system. So let us check once again the Nifty and Bank Nifty as per the dynamic superpower trading method for all those people who are trading based on this advanced concept. Here is the case of Nifty as we were discussing yesterday. As soon as the market opened on a higher side, it was on a trend edge point. Now we had discussed earlier, since it is still in a sideways, now we can use zigzag or edge points to exit short and get into a long, or exit long and get into a short, exit reverse. We can keep on trading. So at this top, one would have simply taken a short position, and as the price starts coming down, now since we have a long signal edge point, you could have exited the short and got into a long trade once again, since it is still in a sideways. So currently you will be holding on to a long position in Nifty here. So this is the case. of Nifty and just continue doing the same as long as it is in sideways. But once it says sideways end sign, so at that point in time, once again, if it comes down to a edge point, then it's better you wait for a better confirmation to exit short and get into a long. And if you have got into a long, any zigzag on top, any edge point on top, don't forget to exit long and get into short, just because we still have a weekly caution on top. Okay, so this is about Nifty. Let us check what's happening in Bank Nifty. Now, even in Bank Nifty, as at opening, there is a long signal edge point in intraday 3. Now, and since there is a weekly caution on top here with the C5 strength, then we would have definitely gone for a short right at the top at intraday 3 long signal edge point. And later what happened, let us change it to the spread view. Once we got into the spread view, now as the price coming down, now these zigzag cautions we wouldn't have taken any action, as there is not much significance there. But then as the price comes down, once there is a mid signal edge point here, and you can also see intraday 3 is in sideways now, and there is an intra-week tiny caution at the bottom. But at the same time, now as we are also tracking Nifty, in Nifty there was an intra-week long signal edge point wherein we would have exited the short and got into a long trade. But as you're trading in Bank Nifty, since you know that the pressure is towards it is downwards. Now, at least one could have thought about an exit here, or at least you could have shifted over and just sat quiet. But even if you are holding on to a short position right now, it is absolutely no problem, just because you are in favor of the direction here. And if the price manages to go up, just wait for a clear buy for you to exit short and get into a long. Until then, just hold on to your short position. But if the price manages to come down and trades below, and if this intraday 3 mid signal also confirms a sell, and if intra-week speed signal also confirms a sell, then what will happen is it will add on to the pressure downwards, and that is when we can expect some major movements happening downwards. And as you know, if the price starts coming down, 20,907 is a speed trend edge point. We saw it in dynamic system. So as the price comes down to 20,907, now this caution, a dynamic caution will start appearing here. It can be a C3 or C4, whatever it is. So just make sure that you shift over your put option and wait for a better confirmation to exit short and get into a long trade. Got it? So this is about the Bank Nifty. Now, if anyone is asking now what else can we do in Bank Nifty today? Now, for that, if the price manages to move up and reaches a edge point on top, okay, either in intraday 3 or in intra-week, then we can definitely think about going for a short position. Got it? So this is about Nifty, Bank Nifty as per dynamic superpower trading method. Now let us come to your stocks, and whatever doubts, questions and doubts that you have, you can ask me now. I just have to scroll down to see all your text. To start with, Mr. Chetan Patel wants to know about BEL and ICICI Prudential. Let us check BEL and ICICI Prudential. Well, there is a case of BEL. You can see here the action is telling us hold put option. But then before that, there is this intraday 3 speed signal which had given us a sell. Now, what was the time? It was on 30th June at around 14:30, 2:30 in the afternoon yesterday. The price was 88.80, where you could have taken a short in futures or you could have bought a put option. Now, once you have done that, you're currently holding on to it. Stick on to it. And as the price comes closer to this intraday 3 long signal edge point, just watch it closely. There are chances it can give you an exit, or else just simply wait until it tells you to exit the put option. Let me check ICICI Prudential. Well, in ICICI Prudential, we can see here there is no trade. It is telling us stay tuned for the next trade, but the preparation is telling us get ready to buy a call option. So that will happen probably once this zigzag breakout will happen in intraday 3, or if the price manages to go beyond intra-week long signal, that is when it is going to ask you to buy a call option. But until then, as of now, there is no trade. You can see there are a series of zigzags that have come up. So just wait for the next trading opportunity. भद्रेश जी, आपका क्वेश्चन मैं ठीक से समझा नहीं. आपने लिखा है रिलायंस में नियर बाय डीएसटी कर सकते हैं. मैं आपका क्वेश्चन समझा नहीं. रिलायंस में तो जैसे हमने देखा डायनामिक्स सिस्टम में प्राइस ऑलरेडी डेली स्पीड ट्रेंड को टच कर चुका है, तो इसके हिसाब से हमें तो रेंज 3 बाय अबव पर अपने शॉर्ट पोजीशन को एग्जिट करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, रेंज 3 बाय अबव नोट डाउन कर लीजिए. उसके ऊपर अगर ट्रेड कर रहा है तो आप सीधा अपना शॉर्ट पोजीशन एग्जिट कर सकते हो. And Mr. Chetan Patel, BL, ICICI Prudential, we have checked it. Mr. Manohar wants to check Bajaj Finance. Let us check. Here is a case of Bajaj Finance. Just add your favorite script. As I've been telling you, it is a process of just adding your favorite script and check what the Daumantic method action information is telling you. And now it is telling us hold put option. So currently we must be holding on to a put option. There is a time where it has told us to buy a put option. Now when was it? It was on 30th June, 14:30 yesterday. That is 2:30 in the afternoon. Price was 2,827.8, where you could have taken a short or you could have bought a put option. And now it has closed at 2,831, but still we are holding on to the put option. Hold on to it. So as the price comes, comes down, and if you come across any dynamic system caution, don't forget to shift over to secure your profits and wait until it very clearly tells you to exit the put option. You're holding 2,600 strike price, put option at 114.60. Well, there is absolutely no problem here, Manohar. Even if you look at this at as per dynamic superpower trading method, there is a weekly caution and a major straddle on top, so which is heading on to the pressure here. So as it comes closer to the previous low, there are chances it can, go down further. So absolutely no problem. You are on the right side. So Sushil, Mr. Sushil, do you want to check Silver Mini as per dynamic system? Because you know that Silver Mini, we don't get it in dynamic live as of now. In the meantime, let me check Asian Paint. Well, here is Asian Paint. As we saw yesterday, even in the live markets, the action is still telling us hold call option, so hold on to it. So as the price manages to move up, you may get an exit. Wait until it very clearly tells you to exit the call option. Hindustan Unilever. Here is a case of Hindustan Unilever. Now, even in this, in this there is no trade. The action is telling us stay tuned for next trade, because Even if yesterday you had bought a put option at this point, there was a long signal edge point where it must have told you to exit the put option. But then anyways, the preparation is telling us get ready to buy a put option, so be prepared. Once this intraday 3 long signal confirms a sell, that is when it is going to ask you to buy a put option. Until then, you're simply supposed to wait here. And the next script that you have asked is HDFC, isn't it? So let us check HDFC. Well, there is a case of HDFC here. Just give me a second. Yes, so as you see here, HDFC is telling us to hold put option, and if you would have taken a put option once this intraday 3-speed signal gave a sell. It was on 30th June at around 14:30. The price was 1768.30, where you could have taken a put option there. And then as the price started coming down, there seems to be a intraday 3 long signal edge point preparation. So once it confirms now, so watch it closely from 9:15 to 9:30. If this long signal edge point confirms, then it is going to ask you to exit the put option. Anyways, the preparation has also been telling us get ready to exit put option, so be prepared there. So this is about HDFC. In the meantime, Mr. Bharani Dharan wants to check ONGC. Let us check ONGC. Give me a second, just hold on. Yes, so this is ONGC. You can see here it is telling us hold put option as of now. And there's a point where it has told us to buy a put option when intraday 3 long signal gave us a sell. It was on 30th June at around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The price was at 81.50, where you would have taken a short position. And from there, it has closed at 81.35. So any dynamic system caution at the bottom here. In intra-week, we must shift over to secure our profits. But do remember, in intra-week, it is telling us sideways now. It means ONGC is currently trading in sideways now. So we will try to secure our profits as early as possible. In this case, in the meantime, Mr. Sushil had asked for Silver Mini. So let me check Silver Mini. Now, as I open the details of Silver Mini, if anyone has any other questions or doubts, you can text me now. If you don't have any doubts, you can also text me saying that there are no doubts. All right, so this is Silver Mini. This is the first month contract you are asking about, isn't it, Mr. Sushil? Yes, so this is Silver Mini here. So as you see in this Silver Mini, now the price comes down, it reaches a trend edge point, and from this point it has tried to move up, and I am sure it would have definitely crossed the range 1 by above, and you would have also taken a long position as of now in Silver Mini. And if you have taken a long position, just hold on to it. As the price keeps moving up, simply hold on to the long position. But if it starts coming down, then you know that range 4 or speed signal strength level, whichever is lowest. So let us check the detailed report of Silver Mini to see. Just give me a minute. I think I must have missed a small detail here. I'll recheck Silver Mini once again. Hold on, Mr. Sushil. Yes, as it is, we are holding on to the long position. Now let me check what is the range for value and to understand where is our exit point for today. Well, there's a Silver Mini detailed report. You can see range 4 is 47,632 and speed signal is 49,961. So range 4 is the lowest, 47,632. So reduce 0.5% from there. That will be your point to exit long and get into a short trade. And one Mr. Deepak BS wants to know, can you show your trading? Definitely, why not? And Mr. Namonde Nyabaza wants to any analysis on XAU USD. No, Mr. Namande, we don't trade the international gold and silver as of now, and we don't have access to those details in our dynamic system and dynamic live. It is under development. I'm sorry for that. Well, there's my account details, Mr. Deepak. As you see here, you know, if you have watched the previous sessions, that this trading has started from a 19,600 rupees investment, and from there the balance has been growing, and as of now it stands at around 48,799. It had reached a high of 51,000 change, but then now it is at 48,799, and I'm still holding on to the put option. As you can see, as I told you, 164 strike price, sorry, 164 rupees premium. It is 2600 strike price, not 2500. So this is where the account stands as of now. And if you can see here very clearly, all the trade that I'm doing as of now from a very long time, since I'm currently trading with only single lots. Now all the trades that I'm doing now these trades are purely with my profit. My investment is already back, and I'm trading purely with the profits that I've already earned. Literally with zero risk, I'm able to trade here. So that's what is happening as of now. So any other questions or doubts, gentlemen? All right, looks like there are no doubts. So gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's session. Wish you all a happy trading. Wish you all very good success and great profits to come your way today. And see you once again in the next session. Until then, good day to all of you, and thank you once again for joining this session.